Hey guys, welcome back to Elley Knows Rocks.
Oh, it's nice and cool in here. We are sitting in front of an adit that's part of the historical Stucky mine that is just south of Bagdad, Arizona. This was a copper zinc mine primarily, and I think they got a little bit of lead out of it too, and it was stopped production like early 1900s. Anyways, there's a cold breeze coming out of the mine right now, of this adit, which means there's either a shaft or a winze or a vent outlet that they punched in to make sure that they got really good airflow. Because as we've said before, inside of these mines there could be gases because of the off-gassing of the rocks through time. Once oxygen hits them, any of the gases that they have in them can be released. But these are old timbers, there's some piping, there's some really rough cut wood.
I want to grab the flashlight and shine it down in there though.
I agree. This is cool. It's the top of an old toolbox. Got the latch and the hinges, that's pretty sweet. Looks like an old destroyed shelf. There's always a lot of old timbers. Makes you wonder what was here. Part of the road. Rock stacks for pads. This is an old house that was here. It's fallen over. One of the places where the miners would have stayed. Could have been an assay shed. It could have been a lot of things. Copper oxide on the ground. And if anything happens, I'll go get a shovel to dig him out, not bury him.
I think there's a bat down there.
Really?
I see like glowing red.
Oh, hang on, let me see.
Come up here. See on the roof there?
Hang on, let me look with the camera. On the roof, where?
You need to get to the left one. Probably can't see it on the camera.
Oh, yeah, I do. I know I can't see it on the camera, but I totally see it like in real life. Ooh. See all the timbers down in there? Not those ones right here, but the ones way back there that you're filming on. Oh, this is either the stupidest or the coolest thing I've ever done. I think that's... sign back here.
There's a sign back there?
Yeah. Are you recording this? I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Just kidding. There's a lot of moths. All of the timbers in here are close to 80 to 100 years old. And the rock is in pretty good shape. They're digging through a rhyolite and the hillside mica schist. They would have been following veins of ore through this adit.
Anyways. Oh. That was gross. They were using a jack leg. Y'all know I wouldn't be in here.
I didn't think that this was kind of okay. And I don't know what that is, but that is not a bat. Huh. Oh wow, west, southeast. That's cool. You can see that sign up there? There are railroad tracks in here. Wow. This is really cool, guys. This right here is a shear zone. This is a fault right here inside. This is absolutely amazing. Look at the veining through it. Wow, those are slick lines. And this wasn't a bat right here. This was just a timber. So probably people didn't hit their heads on things. It says Stucky mine on the timbers right there. Stucky mine. Exit. What's it say? It says add it and exit this way. West, east. That is pretty cool. So quiet. But this is as far as we're gonna go. That's debt cable right there. Got some big old crickets. Some cool symbols on the boards. They're old timbers, guys. Very old. It's pretty sweet, but those are old railroad tracks in there. You can see one starting right here. Right there where the light is bright. And then it goes all the way back in there. There we go. That, you guys should see that lots better now. Quartz crystals that have been covered with something or other. Oxidized very heavily, probably with iron. Another one.
I went back and grabbed Dan so that we could both go around the corner because I was getting just a little bit freaked out. So I'm showing him what I found with the mine sign and the old timbers.
East. This says Stucky mine. Isn't that cool? That's debt cord, babe. It's because it stays cool and dry.
Take the end is right up here. The winds and a mouse. They disturb the mouse.
These are awesome tracks, guys.
We also find a little bit different rock back here.
Where? Oh,
So, and here's a mouse right up here. Right there.
how cute is that? Dan's scared to little mouse. He's coming back now. Get in your home, buddy. Go on. We're not hurting you. Promise. It's okay. Okay, buddy. There you go. Look how cute you are.
That goes up the next thing up, but can't get up it yet.
No, that's, oh, check out the ladder.
That's what I'm saying.
That's amazing. Oh gosh, that is,
Sketchy.
yeah. So we're gonna go up to that in a second. You'll be able to see that, but wow. This was an ore chute right here. probably like a glory hole right here.
Glory hole in mining
That's
is
pretty
just a
cool.
place where there is concentrated ore.
I think this is collapsed.
Here you got some pipes. More stuff. What?
This is the end, but I believe it collapsed.
Oh wow, yeah.
It did collapse.
Yep, it did.
And that sucks. And I think it gives you a nice warm and fuzzy feeling.
Yeah. Great fuzzy feelings.
Alright, we should go out then.
Yep, we're leaving.
Exit sign.
Yeah. It says emergency exit.
Oh, up the ladder.
Yeah. Hose.
Mm-hmm. We're running a jack there.
Yep. Oh, mouse is gone. We scared him. I know.
Not even possible anymore.
Oh yeah, it's impossible for sure. You can see how this stuff's held together.
Not very well.
Yeah. Board after board.
We're all wedged in there.
Yep, till they're all perfectly wedged. It's crazy, right? Oh, the air does not look at the little triangle. That's what you saw over there. It wasn't a bat. It was that stuff. Huh. Funny thing is I don't see any ore rock.
Kind of crazy when they're actually mining this, what they're doing.
They were seam mining. Or vein, you know, following a vein. Alright, and we are back again.
There we go. Here's the upper part of that lower adit. That's the ladder, the upper part of the ladder. And all of that stuff down there is what we saw when we were walking through. All that crazy looking collapsed stuff. It's insane. Go ahead, Dan, go check it out. They had like a little shed over it. Yeah, it's real sketchy, huh? Super creepy. There might be something around this corner. Oh. Or there's just a road. This is another like shelf. It was built up by rocks. It's probably like a little house. Whoa. They are beat up from going inside there. There's little bits of cactus. The rocks scratched me and they burn. Yet again, another reason, don't go inside those things.
This would have been the powder shack for the mine. And next, we're headed across the road over to the Stucky mine headframe. For being so close to the road, this one is pretty intact. People haven't vandalized it too much. It is truly awesome to see these when the lumber is still intact. And I don't know if a lot of you know what a headframe was used for. Essentially, it was placed over a mine shaft, and it was used to lower workers down into the shaft or pull out ore or both. Some form of a pulley system was attached to the top of the head frame to allow for good leverage of pulling people or ore in and out of the shaft. The area that we're overlooking now that's been graded was a seam that they were mining. They could have very easily had a drag line that pulled ore up and out of that seam as well, using the head frame. This mine was quite well worked, leaving behind a lot of evidence that the people that were working this mine were living right beside it, due to the flat areas, the areas of built-up rock, and just the general junk that's kind of laying around. You can see house pads throughout, little bits of lined road and trails, and of course the small leftover building and building pad. This shows an absolute perfect view of the workings and the way that this place was built up from this side. Large metal boxes underneath of head frames usually indicate part of a mine closure, but they put them there because animals used this mine shaft as their habitat, so they put it there so that people who are stupid or just clumsy don't fall in and kill themselves.
It's a long ways down. There's a ladder there, taking you down to whatever level.
See that ladder there? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Try to zoom on it. It's a pretty deep shaft. And again, if you see the way this looks, they were seam mining. And this goes up all the way over there. And these were big old seams. And this was the cheaper way to mine if you didn't want to do a lot of stripping and if you didn't want to do too many adits. If you saw the seam right on top of the surface. See it go this way.
At some point here, somebody bent back the rebar so they could crawl inside of there and get down to that metal ladder. This is definitely not a bright idea. Seems like this can collapse faster than adits can, and be far more treacherous and slippery.
Weird.
Yeah, usually it tumbles on something. Wish we had a big, huge light to. There's a bat!
Where?
He was flying around.
Cool.
See, there he is.
I can't see him.
Hang on. That is crazy.
Grab the light, we might be able to see down there.
It is all caved in down there, and Dan's rock hit a big old pipe that was down in there. You might be able to see the pipe that he hit, but there's a bunch of old timbers that are rotten. More timbers, and if you look...
You probably can't see it in the video very well, but the shaft kind of has a little adit that goes off to the left and has intermittently collapsed. Thank you all so much for joining me and being part of my adventure. As you all know, this is something I just love to do, so thank you all for coming along and watching. Don't forget to come back to check out what other adventures I have in store. See you guys next time.